So the Lord has been focusing on moving people away from the flesh. And specifically, he was saying, because this being in the flesh creates that double-mindedness. So this keeps coming up in different types of healings. So the specific one I did was shame, fear, and double-mindedness. The double-mindedness is rooted in the shame and obviously the trauma, and because the interactions and everything is so visceral, it feels so real. But he wants us to remember that if we can get our mind to that place where we're out of double-mindedness, then the body will follow. So that's been like on repeat quite a bit. He was explaining like when we're treading that line of shame and fear of being wrong, this is what keeps us into being double-minded. So we need to be able to fully heal that, as it's a form of a stronghold that like roots, and then if you're feeding into the fear, then that feeds into your reality, and then you end up living in doubt. So you're not really rooted in your faith, and that's really important when you're looking for a relationship with Christ. This obviously takes you off track. He sent me to Colossians, and there are many references there to the fleshly mind living in the world with Christ and what that should look like. Ultimately, we are going to come across like Looney Tunes, but it's fine. This is why it's important to find our community as well, and that's rooted in this faith and these belief systems. Otherwise, it can be difficult to stay grounded. So ultimately, the biggest thing that I've seen is coming into agreement with the shame and the fear. That agreement comes with the justification of your experience. Again, that's fine. He's not denying your experience, but that agreement allows that to continue, and it allows that double-mindedness to manifest. In John chapter 4:24, God is spirit, and those who worship him must worship in spirit and truth. So your emotional body is not truth. Truth is obviously the Lord. So just remind yourself that this is like, as a third person, that's what you need to get to, even though it's logically maybe difficult. But let me know what you think in the comments.